Dave made this beat.
Welcome to episode 295 of Say Like a Champ. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy. Welcome back, SLAC fam. What's good, y'all?
Welcome back. We back in the building. One more again for another episode of Say Like a Champ. Another week to get together and talk sports with the SLAC family. We got some family members in the building already. We got Pops, we've got Moms, and we've got Kelly early on. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for the support and the comments. Keep all that engagement coming. And well, as we do our little check-ins really quickly, man, it was a good weekend. It was a busy weekend. We had Pop's birthday on Saturday, and then we had little Easter on Sunday as well. So it was a very eventful weekend. Didn't get a lot of rest, but that's okay, you know. I was going into this week like, man, I wish I had a couple more days, you know what I'm saying, to relax and to celebrate and it didn't have to end. But it was very nice, though. But how about you, man? How are you doing?
And it was cool. I was the same thing. Kind of spent some time with family, you know what I'm saying, went to church, you know what I'm saying, got my 1 or 2 times a year in, you know what I'm saying. But no, man, it was cool, man. Celebrating the holidays is always cool, fam. Got to see that movie Sinners, which was dope. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It was
I've
like
heard
10 out of 10, dog. Like, man, just give Coogler all the money he needs and just let that man cook, bro. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Yeah, man, it was dope, man. How was Luna's first Easter, man?
It was cool. She posted there's a few pictures out there, but yeah, she got a little oversized basket, you know, and got some little treats and stuff like that. No candy for her yet, even though she is trying certain foods, but she's gonna have to wait till next year to have the candy. But no, she did good, you know. She had a couple outfits and stuff like that. Had her pretty Easter dress, and she came to church with us. And it's funny because sometimes we'll bring her headphones just in case, because like the band is loud or whatever.
Heck yeah.
This time we didn't have her headphones, and it was funny, like during the music and everything, like the loudest part of service, like she actually fell asleep at that point. So she was comfortable. She was ready to roll, I guess. But yeah, exactly. So it was definitely a good time though, for sure, man. I appreciate you asking.
No, of course, man. That's what's up, man. Let's have fun.
For sure. All right, I got to add in the last member of our panel real quick, and I want to hear about his day as well. What's good, Marcus?
Yo. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. What up,
Yeah,
bro?
we got you.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. I didn't want to put you on blast too much, but we always comment how such a hardworking man that you are, and you be staying busy. So saw your Easter festivities. How'd it go? And have you caught up on your sleep yet at all?
No, not yet. I had a long week last week, you know, because we I work at 2 churches, and the first one, my downtown church, they had like a Monday, Thursday. They kind of traditional church. I never did that growing up, but they had that. It's more like a sacred service. And then the next day, Friday, we had Good Friday service. And then Saturday, I had a couple of events that day, and I had to be up. At the church by 3:00 in the morning because I had to set up one church. And then I had to go to the other church and set up because they had church at 7. I won't make it because the other church had at 5:30, so I had to go back to the other church by 5:30, then rush over to 7:00, then rush over back to the other one at 7:30, then go back to the other church at 9:00, then go back to the other one at 11:00. So it was a lot. It was a lot going on. My car was like, "What's going on today?" You know. So
put the miles.
I don't look forward to Easter and New Year's because that's the 2 busiest. Working for 2 churches, they both do the same thing, you know. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to go back, but it was cool. It was a long week, so you know how it goes. But
yeah,
growing up, you got drug to church, but now I get paid to go to church. So, but it's all good.
A little bit different. That's what's up. And the coolest part too is not only for church, but at the same time you get to do your skills, man. You get to do your media stuff, which you're great at. So that's what I love about it too. It's more of a passion instead of just a random job. So that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, cool. Well, we got lots of stuff to talk about this week. I did want to pull up some graphics. The mock draft coming up, the draft coming up on Thursday. And so I was thinking about having us do our mock draft again, but I'm thinking we might just draft for like certain teams and then see what the computer kind of throws in there a little bit randomly, just to see how it mixes up and how we would react to what it thinks is going to happen. So we're going to do that a little bit later in the show, but let me go ahead and pull up our graphics and we can go ahead and pick which thing we want to start with. We also got the NBA playoffs on deck and then some other things, but Strizzy, where do you want to start at?
Let's start, NBA playoffs, man. We got games going on right now, so let's start there.
All right, cool. So got to start off with my Lakers, of course. Having a rough go of it on Saturday. They had the extra day in between. They are playing tonight in a little bit. So Luna and I are going to watch that game. We're excited to see if the Lakers can bounce back. But Ant Edwards, he was doing his thing. He was also talking that talk, got fined $50,000 for some of the comments and the fan interactions that he had. But I feel like obviously that's not good because they always hit his pockets. But at the same time, like when it's that version of Ant-Man and he's playing his best ball and he's feeling confident, and it's maybe why he's not going to be the face of the NBA, but also he's kind of like what the NBA needs to like spice it up and just to have that like brashness. So I kind of like it, but obviously I'm hoping that the Lakers come back, man. They just had a rough start. I don't know if they were just expecting like, okay, we got home court advantage. This is what we're going to do. No problem. But they kind of got blindsided a little bit. What were your thoughts on game one?
Luka needs some help, dog. Like that's first and foremost. I think he literally was the only player there who had help. He only had one assist, and it's not because he wasn't passing the ball, it's because they weren't making them. You know what I mean? So Luka definitely needs some help. LeBron's got to play better. Reed just has to play better. But also too on the Timberwolves side, like Jay McDaniels ain't gonna have another game like that again. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to take that many shots. He's not going to score that many points again. So when you got another player on the opposite team who's scoring like a the all-star superstar, your game plan kind of goes out the window. You know what I mean? And you're trying to figure out what to do. And I think Ant had 8 or 9 assists in that game, which he's honestly not the greatest playmaker. You know what I mean? He's a great scorer, things of that nature. So I think that entire game was just like, crazy for the Lakers and crazy for the Timberwolves, but like crazy good for the Wolves and crazy bad for the Lakers. Like nothing went right for the Lakers that night, aside from Luka kind of doing his thing. But I think they bounce back tonight. I think they do get this dub. I still have Lakers in 6, honestly. Timberwolves are a great defensive team, but they do struggle at scoring at times. So I think that's going to be their kind of Achilles heel in this series. But like you were saying, man, don't let Ant get going. Once he starts talking, he's playing confident. That's when that ball starts going in and that rim starts looking bigger and bigger. So, but I still got Lakers in 6.
Yeah, I kind of go the opposite way. Ant got to be careful with that because that dude he pointed right there, he's a sniper, he's a killer too. So when you get him going, we seen it in the playoffs last year what happened. So I just he's the man right now. So you doing all that. He's trying to get him back what happened last year. Yeah, he's the killer right there. So you gonna have to kill him before I take Ant. Ant's cool and all that like that, but he definitely has to mature a little bit more because, like you said, he's not gonna be the face. They can mess up your brand a little bit too. So you gotta be a little smarter what you do. You're a good looking dude. You funny, you know what I'm saying, like that. But you can be more mature. You'll go a long way with that. So I think I hope somebody let him know because you got off the court stuff too. You trying to take care of too. So I think as a black man, he has to kind of tighten up a little bit on certain things. He's a great ball player, but I think what he's doing right there, you gotta watch out because that dude's a killer. And I see Luka come out. He gonna get at least 40 tonight because of that. So he's gotta be careful what you do. You don't want to wake him up too early. I think he did that. So I see Lakers winning, and if they win tonight, I got Lakers winning in 5. If they lose tonight, I got them winning in 6.
Gotcha. Yeah, great points on both sides. I definitely agree that it was kind of an off-kilter game and not really what we would expect in a 7-game series from these two teams. It's kind of a little bit out of character for both. And to your point, Marcus, though, about Luka, it's true. He does get slow starts sometimes, like a lot of the series with the Mavs, like in over the course of his first 5-6 years has been some 7-game series, some different things. But he shows like once he gets a feel for the team he's up against, once he kind of unlocks it, he can just go back to his bag and he can get wherever he needs to get. impact the game however he needs to do. Did that multiple times against the Suns, and last year against the Timberwolves, it was the same thing. Like, it was kind of early on, the first 3 games was like, what's going on? And then once Luka figured it out, he's like, okay, I got this. And as long as the Lakers give him that support that he needs, and obviously LeBron is like, you're still LeBron, so you got to do your thing, and he still can activate at any time now. So I think once he wakes up, and once Luka kind of figures out how this series is going to go, the Lakers should be able to do it. And that's what's like gives me a little bit of confidence, like in the long run with the Lakers. Like, they might not have enough to make like a real run or to be like outright like favorites, but you never know with those guys like in a 7-game series if they can just like pull everybody up enough and figure it out. So we'll see. I am definitely excited to see how Game 2 shapes up, though, and I think it'll be a good series. But the Timberwolves, that's great that they got that little head start. They need to cash in if they're going too early. But we'll see.
I would think that too. Some off-season stuff. Like, I'm not really sure. If the Lakers can just do what the Lakers can do. You know what I mean? I can really see them in the finals this year. I really can. Not just saying that because that's your squad. Like, I think they could. They have a lot to get there. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of firepower. But if they don't get it done, I think this offseason they go after. I would go after KCP and Bruce Brown if I can get both of them, and I'd really go after a rim protector too, like, or just a center, like a decent one. Like, I would ask OKC, like, is Hartenstein available? You know what I'm saying? If he is, can we grab him? Yeah, I think Hartenstein.
Nowhere, dog.
I know. Yeah, he definitely ain't going nowhere because that means Chet don't have to do all the greedy stuff.
Stephen Adams when they had the opportunity to get Stephen Adams. That's what it should be.
He'd be good too. True. But he got Luka, so you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, Hartenstein would be a great fit. He's soft, he's strong around there. He's been scoring better and passing better too on the outside. But he'd be a great big for them. He does a lot of the gritty stuff down there too, kind of like Adams does. But yeah, man. But they also need some defensive dudes. So I think like KCP and Bruce Brown would be great.
I just feel like those guys are cool. I would say 3-4 years ago. I think they need somebody more, maybe a little more younger. They definitely need, but you're right. I think they definitely need a person like a Bruce Bowen who can play D on your best player.
Oh yeah,
and you need to knock out a 3 in the corner. And that needs the 3 down too. So like somebody like Tony Allen, you know what I'm saying? Tony Allen lock you up, your best player. So your best player don't have to play defense. But at the same time, you need a big shot. They gonna hit a big shot. So you always need a person like that who can kind of guard that best player because Luka need it right now. Luka, especially the Celtics. They play Celtics this year. It's gonna be a liability. They're gonna switch either Tatum or Brown on them, and you're in trouble. But you have so you have somebody who can play a little D that can kind of take the pressure out of Luka, then you'll be good. But I think this year, like I said, they get to the finals probably, but it's gonna be kind of hard to get past those guys.
Even go get Caruso back. You know what I'm saying? He's playing well, especially on the perimeter as well right now for OKC. But you said you need a guy that's going to be who's not focused on scoring, who's not focused on using his energy on the offensive side of the ball, who can guard the perimeter and take some of those guys out. But
Sean Stevenson, somebody like that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But Luka and Reeves, like these guys, they lick their chops when they screen off of them to get them on their best player, and it's like, they're great offensive players, but they're just as bad on defense. So they need some help in that department for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think this will be a big offseason for them. It's just gonna be interesting to see how far they can go this year.
Yeah, I agree.
Pops likes it. He says AR or LeBron needs to help Luka when Lakers offense is rolling. They're dangerous.
I think AR had a good game today too. I forgot. I think he has a big game today too.
I think they all turn it around. I can't see both of them having big games that they had in game 1. Yeah.
For sure. The winner of that series will go on to play the Rockets-Warriors. The Warriors winning the first game. It was a pretty close game. It was pretty good, but Jimmy Butler did his thing a little bit late. And we talked about the Rockets being, obviously kind of a little bit of fool's gold, and maybe not totally ready for the playoffs. And a team like the Warriors just have different type of playoff experience. So, Marcus, what was your thoughts on that, though?
You gotta watch out for them Warriors, dog. I'm just saying, like, people come out. Steph's still that guy. Like, he's still that guy. And if he stay healthy, he doing that, it's hard. It's gonna be hard to beat them. The Rockets in trouble. Like, y'all in trouble. I just feel like they kind of back to that team a little bit with Jimmy taking the place of Clay. He's not a 3-point shooter like that, but he can take the pressure off for Steph. Because before it happened. It's only Buddy Hield wasn't that guy. You know what I'm saying? They went and got what's the kid that came from the Lakers that went over there? The guard. He's on the Lakers last year. I can't think of his name. I said his face. Remember, he got drafted by the Lakers, and he went to the Nets. Then he went to the Warriors. The dreads.
Dang, I'm blanking right now.
Moody? No, not Moody.
No, the point guard. He played for the Lakers. He was there last year. He got traded again, back to the Nets.
Oh, D'Lo.
D'Lo.
Yeah.
So when they got him to try to replace Clay, it didn't work out. But I just feel like I think Jimmy is a great pickup. And like I said before he got traded, he went to the Warriors. He still got enough in him towards the end of the season. So I just feel like they gonna get past the Rockets, and it's gonna be a tough game for the Lakers. I think it'll be a great series, man. I don't know who will win that series, honestly. But the Warriors, they might sweep.
Yeah, I think they might sweep the Rockets, and I think it would be a great series, not only for the matchup, but also, of course, the LeBron and Curry. You know, that's the old guard kind of going out, and every time they play, it's a big thing, especially coming off the Olympics last year, and we know that there's only so many of those matchups going to be left. So that would be really cool to see. But I do think that the Warriors have what it takes to do really well, depending on how they're playing, and everybody kind of knows their roles at this point. So.
Mm-hmm. And they got shooters on the team too, man. They shooting, man.
Yeah, I think one thing too about Jimmy being on the Warriors is that he brings something they've never had before, right? And before Jimmy got there, the Warriors sent like the 11th seed. They were like literally outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? Because teams were playing the Warriors the exact same way. It was basically like just double team stuff, making keep. You know what I mean? A lot of the shots
only run around so
normally
much.
takes the shots that Steph normally takes that are bad shots for anybody but Steph. They were bad shots, even when Steph was taking them, because he couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know help. And now with Jimmy there, it helps open up the floor. And because Jimmy doesn't shoot threes when they need a bucket, he gets to the basket. So he definitely brings a different mode to the Warriors that the Warriors have never seen before. And I think it's, like I said, it's a lot better than what Clay's bringing to him for the last couple of years. So Rockets don't have enough offensively. They're a great defensive team. Honestly, in my opinion, top 3 coach, in my opinion, the Rockets have right now in Udoka, but they don't have the offensive power or that superstar to get past the Warriors. I'd say sweep. Coaching wise, they might be able to steal one.
Maybe one. You might be right. Home, first game.
But exactly. But Warriors in 5-4 if they get it done. But and also too.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, about last thing I was gonna say. I think the Rockets played better when Van Fleet was hurt. And I think Van Fleet being back has actually kind of hurt them, and it's kind of stomped Green a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, he didn't have a good game last night. He hasn't played too well, and I think they look different with him back in the lineup. Not saying he's a bad player. They played so many games without him. Yeah, to learn how to play.
It kind of messed up their flow.
Yeah, I really think it did. I don't know.
It's number 20. Is number 20 their best player on the team? I don't know how I say his last name.
Sengun?
Yeah, is he the best player on the team?
Probably.
Yeah.
From a consistency point of view, I'd say yes.
Okay.
I'd say Green has the most ability to get you that 40, if he's really hot, 50-point game type game, but I'd say Sengun is definitely the most talented.
And then Thompson is dope too, but obviously he doesn't have the, he's a good player. They have a lot of good players.
Who's the better Thompson, Detroit or that one in Houston?
Oh, Houston. Amen Thompson better.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I would love
Azor
to
is
see,
athletic, but
but the thing is though too, they don't let Azor do in Houston what Amen is allowed to do in Detroit, what Amen does in Houston. So you never know. Like if you give Azor the little more range, he might be able to do exactly what his brothers do. But I was literally talking to my boy the other night. I was like, yo, Amen Thompson's a 3-point shot. It's over. Like that kid gets a 3-point shot. He's averaging triple doubles, dog. Like that kid is really, really good.
They have a good squad, but they're just not ready yet.
Nah, they're young. They're way too young.
But it is cool. I just wanted to double down on one of the points y'all mentioned. But even when the Warriors were high flying and having their success, especially like before and after KD, but like there would be some times where it's like late in games, they would have like bad possessions, turnovers. Like they didn't have that like shot making closer because obviously Steph would hit some shots, but he's just trying to hit like from further and further out. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to get his open three and launch. And now when you got somebody like Jimmy Butler who can like kind of get to his spot and hit a clutch bucket, that really does help. So it's interesting. I think they definitely did a good pickup, and that worked out probably best of both worlds for Miami. We'll talk about them in a little bit. But on the other side, the Thunder and the Grizzlies, they're playing right now. The Thunder are up. And then the Nuggets Clippers has been kind of interesting. We saw kind of a throwback game from Kawhi in game 2, which I always have loved Kawhi. Like, I always think he's been a great player. It's just hard to see him not play.
He played too hard, though. He's definitely getting hurt in the first quarter next game.
That's why I was like, don't waste it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't waste it. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully he can stay healthy for multiple games in a row.
He looks good out there, though.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
And we'll see. I'm interested to see, too, when the Clippers get to their home court, what their playoff atmosphere is like, because that new stadium is really cool. So we'll see if that kind of helps them. It hasn't really so far. I did want to welcome Unk to the show. And then also, Pop said Houston plays defense old school basketball, but they do lack experience. Yeah.
They're gaining experience right now, so that's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think they make a super hard push for KD next season.
Really?
I do. I really see KD there. I really see him there. I think he could do a lot with those young dudes, teach them a lot. I really think
they can run around and use all their energy.
Exactly. He ain't got to do too much.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a really
great coach there too. You know what I'm saying? Like I think KD ends up there. That's probably like my top destination for him.
Yeah, that's a good because him and the coach got that same little demeanor. Like they real sneaky what they be saying and stuff. They'll be good friends.
Yep,
they're good friends
for sure.
I think that'd be a good spot for him.
All right, I like it. So that's the West. We're gonna look at the East really quickly, how those matchups are going. A little bit of drama, and we'll talk about that in the Celtics and Magic game. Tatum's actually listed as doubtful, but I think he'll end up playing. But he had a kind of a hard fall, rough foul from KCP. I'll just jump in really first where it's like, I'm good with it. I know I don't like the Celtics. I'm a little bit of a Celtics hater, but at the same time, like when you're the Magic, like what are you supposed to do? Like you kind of have to like rough it up, and the playoffs gets more physical anyway. So I kind of thought the Celtics were being kind of baby with that. It's like nobody told Tatum like try to put your hand down either like that. Like, you know, it wasn't like that hard of a situation that it should have turned out that way, in my opinion. But
you're never supposed to fall that way. Like they teach you how to fall. You know, they probably even like in college, even before you get to the NBA, they teach you how to fall. You never put your hand down like that. And I actually love what the Celtics coach did. He was on the sidelines and he was literally screaming at Tatum to get up. Like get your ass up. Like it ain't even wet over there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I loved it because for me, like
my back.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like I loved it because for me personally, a lot of times you see these dudes be taking fake falls and they lay down forever, acting like they're hurt when really they're just pretending to be hurt so they can, you know, catch a breather or whatever the case may be. So I loved him, you know, get up. It's the playoffs. You're supposed to be the leader here. Like, come on. Like, I get
that's the only thing I heard about LeBron. That's his only downfall.
That's his major one too. Yeah. But yeah, man, I loved it. I love seeing his coach actually do it, or telling him to get up. So, but I also love the Magic too. Like Paolo had a great game. I love the talking that he did because kind of like you were saying, like you know, they got to do something. Like they're not going to win this series. But I love seeing how much that dude's grown, man. Like he was the number one pick. I think when no one thought he was going to be the number one pick, and he's definitely turned out that they made the right choice. You know what I'm saying? So he's a baller, man.
Who is that?
That's funny. Paolo Banchero.
Oh, Banchero. Oh, yeah.
I can't remember who it was supposed to be, but he was like third in all the mock drafts.
Third,
until like 4 hours before the draft, all of a sudden it came out like, oh, it's going to be him. But he has turned out really good.
He's been great since high school. I seen him live, and he's been that guy.
He's a hooper, man. You got to be careful, though, because as soon as you start talking stuff, that's when Celtics came back and started busting their butts, you know what I'm saying? But I love it, though. I love seeing it.
I do like whoever will face the winner of this one, the Pistons-Knicks. The Pistons came back and won in game 2. I like that. They had the lead in game 1 and they blew it. Almost did the same thing. But I kind of like this. The Knicks, you know, they did the whole switch last year, but it didn't really work. They're kind of soft at times. So I kind of like the Pistons being gritty on them, and I would think it would be cool to see an upset.
Pistons and
seven. Yeah, I think it's I think it's gonna be an upset, and it starts with Cunningham. If he can stay solid like he is, and don't get too emotional. I didn't realize he's still so young. He's like 23, 22.
Yeah, he's super young. Oh yeah.
For some reason I thought he was like 25, but he's still young, so that takes a lot. But they have nobody for him. So I like how the second game he came out aggressive. He wasn't passing the ball. He was just taking it, But he has because OG gonna really get in you. You got to let that go a little bit. Don't try to get too emotional and take out your game.
Yeah.
But that duo with him and is it Duran?
Duran? Yeah.
Jalen Duran. Yeah.
That trio with Thompson too. Thompson got great defense, and he got to be able to move his feet, get low. That's all you got to do. Don't try to get up on. Just get low, keep him in front of you, and if he get a 3-point shot, the Pistons going to be hard. They're going to be a tough team in the future because they so young. That's a young team with those three guys. They add to that, they're going to be incredible because Cunningham is a great leader too. He's a great leader. He get those guys going and all. But Dennis Schroeder, he won a game from last night. True. He took that was a risky shot because he was missing, and for him to take that shot and hit that shot, it was like wow. So I really think they're gonna go back home. They can win those two at home, man. So you already won in New York. So I think playing in the Madison Square Garden, even though you're a visitor, you play well because everybody's there, all the stars there. You get kind of comfortable in there. So and those guys are soft. They are very soft, hard soft. Jalen Brunson soft and Towns they like
super soft.
Candy. They're cotton candy. So you can go in there and you put water on cotton candy, it melts. So you just put your body sweat on them guys done. So if I'm the coach, I'm letting them know those guys are soft. I can do nothing with you. They looking for fouls, So I'm definitely a Detroit fan right now. I hope they win that series.
Yeah, man. I know Stewart of the Pistons. I think he set out game 2. I hope they get him back because if they can get him back and just go in there, just put some hard fouls on Cat, just put him on his butt a couple times, this series is done.
Done.
Tom Thibodeau is a horrible coach, bro. He's so bad. I'm telling you, bro. He's so,
I was thinking that yesterday. I'm looking like, how is he still got a coaching gig, man? He's terrible.
Not only that. I said I have Pistons in 7 was like a plus 1,200 bet. I took it. I was like, I got to. Like, I think Pistons do this upset, but the Knicks starters all played like 40 plus minutes last night.
See, that's the thing.
And in game 1,
Tibbs is a bad coach, and he doesn't know how to. He just uses his guys like he doesn't know how to rotate.
He should cut Mikal Bridges out. Why are you taking that? You're not that guy. Why are you taking that shot?
He took like 12 threes last night.
Go sit down, man. Like you ain't that dude.
Yeah. I'm like, you're a 3-and-D type dude. You don't need to be taking that many threes is crazy, dog. Like, I don't know.
If the young Bulls had a better coach when he was coaching them, they probably got a chip. Like, they probably got past. They had a terrible coach. Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose, Joaquin. They had a nice team. You know what I'm saying? Lou Dane, they had a nice team.
They had a solid squad. Never. And I just man, I'm looking at these dudes like I want to see their their timeouts, like their huddles, because I know them dudes out there like extra hard, bro. I know it, bro. I know
oxygen tanks.
Jalen Brunson was tired. That's why he kept on falling. He was trying to get some air, dog.
Man, you look at the box score, like the bench, only like 3 players on their bench played. Miles McBride is actually really good. He should be getting at least 20 minutes a game. So Brunson only has to play about 35, 36. Yeah. Brunson should not be playing 44 minutes, dog. Like, I don't know, man. It's crazy to me. Like, no one on the Knicks is in rotation except the starters. And even if they get past the Pistons, they're gonna be dead for the second round.
It shows about Jalen Brunson. It's kind of easy to guard him. He fights to get to his spots. When he get to his spot, it's hard to stop him. But you can guard that. Like, get my spot. You know what I'm saying? When he get in his spot, he goes for every time. He loves those. He got like 3 places on that court he like to go to. And he knocks it down. But you get him off that spot, he's done, man. But I don't like him, honestly. I don't like none of them guys on that team.
As a Heat fan, I hate the Knicks. I hate the Knicks the way Laker fans hate Celtics.
Josh Hart's the only one that I still got some love for because he is a little soft, but he's a little bit crazy too. When he gets going, and he plays above his size. And he was one of the baby Lakers. So I always watch him.
Yeah.
But I agree though. The Knicks.
He does it all. He does it all.
And we knew that though when they got Cat too. We're like, all right, who's gonna be their mentality? Like who's gonna bring a little something in? They don't got it. Their coach.
That's why I was like, they should have kept Hartenstein. They should have kept him
for sure. Want to welcome Stephanie Washington to the show.
What up, Steph?
Hey, Steph, thanks for being here. And yeah, we had some comments. Knicks need more size. We got Unk in the game here. Cat needs to use his size near the rim. He never does.
He never does that. I don't understand.
He wants to be shooting threes.
But it's crazy because like sometimes he does give me AD vibes though. When he does, bro puts up 35.
But like, isn't that enough incentive? Like, just keep doing that. I don't.
He don't feel comfortable though. He don't feel comfortable.
That's
he
what
plays 2K too much.
For real. Yeah. When he does actually play underneath, when the majority of his shots are like at the basket, bro puts up 30 plus easy money too. And he'll give you like 16 boards. It's a crazy game, and then the very next game he goes right back to the outside. Like,
it's too gritty down there, man. It's too
too gritty. You're right. Yeah. You're right. He's too soft. It is too gritty down there. Tibbs is trash. I'll put his back down there for sure.
For sure. Pacers Bucks. The Pacers are leading again. I think that game is almost over.
Yeah,
but Damian Lillard did come back for this game.
Oh, he did. Okay.
I didn't think he was even that close to coming back.
Yeah, that's good.
But
I hope they don't rush it. That's my only thing.
Yeah, we'll see. Cavs Heat. Strizzy, real quick. Your Heat have a chance in this one. Are you happy they obviously made it through the play-in and stuff? But how do you feel about the Heat?
I like the way they're playing. I think coaching wise, like I feel about them the kind of the same way I feel about like the Timberwolves. Like, I'm sorry, the Rockets. Coaching wise, they don't get one. You know what I'm saying? The Cavs are a really, really solid team. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're going to beat the Celtics. If the Celtics are healthy, but if the Celtics are healthy, Cavaliers will get them. But like coaching wise and just play wise too. Like Tyler Hero's been an absolute monster so far, and both play-in games. And even in game one, he had a really good game. So the Heat have enough to get a game, maybe two, but it's going to be some home games. You know what I mean? But happy they were actually able to kind of salvage the season and get in. But I also hate the play-in. I feel like if you don't win enough games to get into 8. The play-in to me is just kind of dumb. I don't know why. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. It's funny that they were able to, as the 10th seed, they won both of those games to get in there. But you think it's time for Spo to give it up and go to the front office, or you think he's still in the coach? No, I think Spo's fine. I think the problem, honestly, has been kind of Pat. Not all of it, but I think he needs to like pull the trigger a little bit. He's being a little too conservative. Like it's like when we could have had KD, it's like when other teams came in for him and they went really hard, he was like, "Oh, okay, no, y'all, I'm good. Y'all can have him." You know what I'm saying? Like anytime another big player is like up for grabs, like he just doesn't go all out to grab him, and that's what we're missing. We're missing a superstar type player. You know what I mean? Like we haven't had a superstar type player like D Wade or LeBron type player in a while. I like Jimmy. Jimmy did great things for us, but I don't put him on like D Wade's level or Bronze level type stuff. So he's a superstar. I think Spo is still honestly one of the best coaches in the league. Okay. I mean, obviously he keeps getting us here. You know what I'm saying? With the team that we have. So multiple Eastern Conference appearances, finals appearances with teams that most coaches probably wouldn't be able to do that with. So I don't think Spo is a problem. I think he's fine.
No, I didn't think he's a problem. I think he's a good coach. I'm saying just maybe go to the front office and let somebody else do it. Something change.
I feel you. Honestly, I think if we could get a coach that's like I don't know. I'm loving Ime Udoka, man. I know he's not going anywhere, but I would love to see him like come to our side. You know what I'm saying? And if that was the case, and Spo could go out and like grab talent because that's something he has a phenomenal eye for. Yeah, I would be cool with that. I'd be cool with that as long as he stays in the organization and keeps bringing in talent and can help coach. The next coach or whatever case may be. Like I'd be good with it, but. I think it's hard when you have a really good coach. It's like if he does something else, like who we finna get? You know what I'm saying? Like so, but yeah, man, he's done great things. Kind of sucks, honestly. In the first round, I'd rather play the Cavs than the Celtics. But we'll see. But I don't think we're beating them. That's for sure. Great job getting in, though, boys. Great job getting in.
For sure. All right. I think we're gonna have to. I think it's time for us to crank up our mock draft simulator. I want to do this, so I'm gonna put these graphics down real quick. And again, I want to do it where we'll just play some of these, second. And I'm gonna try this other mock simulator. We'll see how it works. All right, let's try this. Let's see if we can make it work. Okay, what do we see here? Oh no, that's one. This one right here. All right. So I think what we can do is I think we can select which ones we want to draft for. And I was thinking we just do like our teams, obviously. So we'll do the Panthers, the Cowboys. I was thinking the home team. Strizzy, I don't know if you want to do Baltimore for them, since that's kind of your like AFC squad.
Yeah.
Marcus, do you want to throw a name in here?
You said a name like a.
I mean, a team like you want to draft for one of these teams? Oh, Cardinals. Okay, I got you for the Cardinals. Then
is that it?
Oh yeah, Ant's not here, but we need KC for sure.
Yeah.
I was thinking we could do Vegas for Stephanie Washington, even though she's Cowboys too. Pop says Rams, 49ers. Mom says Rams. I got the Rams on there for you, moms. So,
let's do New Orleans one more. New Orleans.
New Orleans, okay. All right, that's cool. So we'll just do the first round. We'll have to see a lot of ads apparently, but that's okay. All right, let's see how this works. We're gonna enter the draft room. Okay, so the draft will be starting soon. Oh, we didn't do Tennessee, but we'll see who they pick. I'm assuming it's gonna be Cam Ward. That's just my guess. What I was thinking is though we'll keep this one, and what we'll do is we'll see what it turns out like in the first place. So I don't know how fast it's gonna go. I just set it on. What did I set it on to? I set it on normal. So we'll see. We'll see how fast it goes, and we'll just do this first round. Looks like Tennessee is on the clock, so I just hit start, I guess. Oh, they took Shador Sanders. Oh, this is going so fast.
Dang. You have two trade offers. Oh,
we got 2 trade offers. The Steelers are trying to come up and get a quarterback.
Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing.
Don't give them nothing.
You have 2 trade offers. Oh, dang, the Dolphins.
You gotta get one of those, though.
You take that one.
You accept that. Yeah, you accept. That's crazy.
I'm gonna try to change the settings too on this for a second here.
It's already going, dog. They killing.
Dang,
it's about to be done. Cam Ward's still on there.
Cam Ward's still on there. So
that's crazy.
How do I get back to? I can't even go back. I'm trying to see who. Oh, here drafted.
Look at the top. Look at the top. Did that let you do anything at the top? All the way to the top? Oh, it says restart. I thought they saying something else, refresh or something.
Dang. So we're just gonna. I don't even know. We're just gonna have to see who's there when it's our turn, I guess, because I can't even track this right now. It's going so fast. Okay, so we got a couple picks coming up here though. So here we go. We'll just see how it turns out.
It's giving you options to draft
on the clock. So so here's your team needs, but Strizzy, if you want to take the lead on this one. You got Abdul Carter still there. Cam Ward, but of course you don't need a quarterback.
No, gonna be the next Julius Peppers, man.
I think Michael Williams would be a good spot here, or Javon Walker or Jalen Walker, but I think he's gone already. I wish I could scroll to the left on here.
If you put show drafted players, is that?
Yeah, it's gonna show who's gone. Jalen Walker's gone. Shador, Tyler Warren.
So I was thinking,
Mason Graham, Will Campbell, Kelvin.
I'll take Michael Williams because we need. I think every team, every defense needs a Georgia player. That's for sure. So,
but Abdul Carter's still there. You wouldn't take him. You would take Michael Williams.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, you're right. Damn, he's a monster too.
I think he's gonna be gone.
I know. Serious. That's what I'm saying. I don't even think he'd actually really be there for real. I guess you gotta take Abdul Carter, but that is crazy. I don't see him being there at 8.
Right. So it's up to you, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a Carter for sure.
You gotta take the next Julius Peppers, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Uh-oh. Now the Saints are trying to move. Or
You
we're
ain't
taking
giving
for the
Steelers
Saints.
nothing. Reject that.
We
Man.
got 4
Reject
trade
that
offers.
None of it.
Crazy.
We'll take that one.
Wait, let's see what else we got.
He said we accept that one.
Dang, third round, 5th round in the 2026. This one you can do multiple years. That's
We
crazy.
don't want nothing from the Cowboys division. Yeah, we don't want none of that stuff. They could
Let's just
Jaguars.
reject these because unless we take the Steelers one, we won't get to draft for them.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. If you want to take it, you can take it. Now it's being hard. They got more picks.
I would just reject it, but I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. It's hard to see I want to see who's there too. But this one, I think we're stuck. We have to either do it or no. What do you think, Strizzy? Would they move back? Good.
With the Saints,
get more draft capital.
Honestly, they probably do it. Honestly, if I because they're stuck right now. They're still playing old players. Like their cap right now is horrendous. But I think I kind of like the who was it? The Jets? No, go up. I thought I saw one that had like some actually really good picks for him, but maybe it was the. Oh, that's all 2026 though.
That was all for him.
Yeah, goddamn. Still, is probably the best bet then. But yeah, I don't.
All right.
Saints need some help. They need help in a lot of categories.
All right, we'll take this offer and we'll see. We move back. Now we are on the 49ers. They got trade offers. I think the 49ers need to do something though. I feel like they're going to go ahead and take something. And these offers aren't looking too great. So let's see. But the Bears just took Ashton Genty.
That's a good pickup, actually.
The 49ers, I don't know if they would just take this Missouri tackle. I know they need that. I don't know. They have their wide receivers. They need defense, too. They lost a lot of different pieces. I don't know where they would go at this.
Seriously. They lost a lot of players. They're so used to having so many weapons.
I'm thinking I almost would want to go defense. I don't know, though. They have corners way down here. OT, edge, wide receiver. That's all these. I think they would take the tackle. He's the best on the board.
Yeah.
It's funny, though. I think our thing is going to get all messed up, though, and it's so hard to see, like, when we don't know who's out there. All right, the Cowboys getting trade offers now.
The Giants, nothing.
We don't want any of this either. No, I think we're going to reject it so we can draft. And Stephanie said, love the hat. Thanks, Stephanie. I appreciate it. I actually this is the draft hat for this year. I actually bought it because it was actually pretty dope. They haven't had a cool one in a while, so
yeah.
I'll be wearing hats more than I rock all my other gear. So I'm like, okay, let me do that. But this is the move I was thinking for the Cowboys, though, and actually he's still here. T-Mac from the Wildcats from U of A. I think that he would be great to take the pressure off of CeeDee Lamb. So if it's me, that's who I would draft. But Marcus, even though you're not on the bandwagon, I want to know who you think that the Cowboys would
running back. Easy.
A running back. See, that's the thing. I think all the bigger running backs are gone. Oh, just Genty. So maybe Hampton. But
Skillable from here. I mean, from ASU, he not getting drafted. Oh,
he's gonna get drafted down. Yeah, he's projected to be a little bit lower, and that's what I see is like a lot of the quarterbacks are like. I mean, not quarterbacks, running backs are like way lower down. It's like more heavy in the later rounds.
Gotcha, because you can get them later on.
Yeah. So I don't know. I would take this dude. I really hope that they do take this dude, but I'm not sure. Stephanie said I was invited to Raiders draft party at Chaos.
Oh, that's tight.
But can't go because I'm flying. Oh, dang.
Dang.
That sucks.
Enjoy and travel safe for sure. But I'm curious, where is the Chaos at? What hotel is that one in? Pop said, is Golden still available? Yes, Matthew Golden is still available. Actually, there's been no wide receivers off the board yet. So, Pops, I'll defer to you if that's who you want to go with. And I still wish we could like roll back on these. But we'll have to see. I'm sure at the end we'll see how it all
No
goes.
wide receivers are off the board yet.
No. If I go to show the drafted players, it has everybody.
Is the kid from ASU? Well, I know he got hurt, but
no, he went back to school.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The one that didn't play in the bowl game?
Yeah.
Oh, Stephanie
I'm forgetting his name, but that kid's nasty. That kid's nice.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna grab Golden for Pops if that's who he wants.
Get that Golden, man. Longhorn, man. You don't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Texas boy. Okay, the Raiders are back on the clock. We got more trade offers. This is too much. This one we move only one down. I don't know.
Isn't Cam Ward still on the? Isn't Cam Ward still there?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Let's just pick for them now. Let me see who's there. They got a lot of. In terms of quarterbacks, Jackson Dart and Jalen Monroe. So, Ward and Shador Sanders are off the board. I thought that the Raiders were going to take a running back, but this might not be the spot for them to take one either. What about defensive line? Maybe this is where. I think maybe this is where Michael Williams might go. If he's still here, I say I like that one for them because they definitely need help on the defensive line and wide receiver, but
that would be crazy. You get another edge rusher to complement
Crosby.
Yeah, Crosby. That'd be crazy. You can't double team Crosby no more. It's over. That dude's a monster, bro.
Yes.
All right, we did it. Okay, so now we're up to the Cardinals pick. And Marcus, I'm going to let you lead the way on this one. It says they need edge, defensive line, offensive tackle, interior offensive line. Is there anyone you want to look at in particular or like a category?
I think an edge guy. I think Stewart might be the best one right now, huh?
Yeah. That would be a good one.
Yeah, I would give him that.
All right. I'm going to click on this one. And then our next pick is going to be the Saints. So we'll see how fast this one goes. All right. So now the Saints are up. It says they need quarterback corner. What's that?
So like Streezy pick, you know he gonna do
because that's your.
Yeah, hey, give them a kicker, bro. Best kicker.
I could actually see them taking a quarterback too.
They need a quarterback for sure.
And I feel like
who's over there right now? Is it Donaldson? Who they got right now? Quarterback.
Well, they have Carr.
Carr still there?
Okay. And then they have
Rattler.
The alien, Rattler.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think maybe they would take Jackson Dart. I think Kellen Moore's going to want somebody that he can groom up.
Yeah, he can make him really good too.
All right, let's do that. Let's see. We're flying all the way to the Rams. We're rejecting the Eagles offer. They just beat us in the championship game or the conference championship. I don't know if Mom's out there, but let me see who do they say? Cornerback, wide receiver, tight end. They love their Georgia boys too, but cornerback, there's really nobody here. Wide receiver, I could see them taking Luther Burden. That might be a good one actually for them.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially after losing Cooper Kupp. And we know how injury prone the other kid is. He's nice. He's nice. But he gets hurt quite a bit. Yeah.
All right, I like that. All right, they're gonna pick him up, and now the Ravens. We're still rejecting all offers. Let's see who you want for the Ravens. They have edge, interior offensive line, cornerback, wide receiver.
I'm thinking definitely edge. Just they definitely need some help there.
Okay. Dang, these guys I don't know. Presley sounds cool. Landon Jackson. I definitely don't know this dude from Boston College.
Me either. But it seems like go to the interior O-line.
It's kind of far down too.
Yeah. Go to quarterback real quick. Corner.
Dang.
Yeah, let's just go with the best available edge.
Okay.
I feel like our corners actually turn things around late in the season, but once we get some better edge rushing, I think the corners will be fine.
Okay. All right, I can see them taking another safety too, but I'm gonna go with you on this one. Donovan Ziraku.
Yep.
The Rock.
That's the one.
Okay. Now we're gonna have to figure out. Oh, Mom said tight end or wide receiver. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we got Luther Burden for you. That's perfect. Pop said Carr out for most, if not all, of 2025. Yeah, so it's gonna be Rattler playing again. But Ant isn't here to make our Kansas City Chiefs pick. Let's see who they say they need. Offensive tackle. They definitely do need.
Man, I need a whole line.
Everyone but the center, dog. Everyone but the center.
All right, then we're going to go with the best available for them tackle, Josh Simmons, who's ranked 24th, so that's a pretty good deal to get him right there.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we'll do. Your draft is complete, A+. Let's see, they're going to grade each of our picks. So, Stewart, the Cardinals got an A+. Ravens, A. Good job, Strizzy. Panthers, A+, for sure, him still being there. Cowboys, B. Sounds about right. Josh Simmons, A+ for the Chiefs. Raiders, Michael Williams, B+. Saints, Jackson Dart, A.
Yeah.
And 49ers, Armand Mibu, A+. That's pretty good.
I know, right?
B's and B+ was our lowest grades. But I don't even know what this is gonna do if I click save this. I don't even know if it's gonna ever show me the whole thing. My selection.
That's all our picks. That's all the picks we did.
Oh, here it goes.
Okay,
here it goes.
Sanders went first.
So this is where it actually has.
It ain't gonna happen.
Shedeur, Travis Hunter. Yeah, I think it's
wherever Cam is at, so they're gonna be there on this thing. I think.
True.
Cam
be opposite.
Cam went top 10.
Doesn't look like it. Let's see. No.
Oh, he 9. He barely got it.
Oh, the
that's
Steelers.
Crazy.
They would love that too.
Oh yeah, they definitely would.
I hope they do just draft somebody and not go with Aaron Rodgers.
But
but they don't want him.
Quarterback right now?
They have Russell Wilson and what's his name?
Oh,
and
that's right.
James
They got
Winston.
both of them. They got both of them.
So they're like basically just like setting it back 1 year, I guess. Because that's not a long-term solution.
They're probably okay with like the quarterback class this year isn't that great. I really like Cam Ward, but they're probably thinking to themselves like, let's wait 1 more year before we go draft the quarterback. But I wholeheartedly nothing to do with. I think Cam Ward's a better quarterback than Shedeur.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Obviously, they gotta go out there and play. But just from what I've seen, even just like the off-season stuff, like Cam Ward's been dropping darts to his receivers, and Shedeur has been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I think it did pretty good though. I think this is pretty solid.
Well, it's solid.
I think some of this stuff outside of Shedeur, obviously, and Cam Ward being so far down, but I do think Travis Hunter will probably go second. I think Abdul Carter goes here instead of Jalen Walker, but the right position.
Who knows? The Giants are dumb.
Yeah, true.
they might not draft.
They might surprise us.
Yeah, but
I
they also got thinking
too. Pretty good.
They're probably looking at the Eagles and like, Eagles' entire defense got nothing but Georgia players in it, bro. Like we gotta change something up. So maybe they do pick them up
for sure. All right, that's what's up. I'm gonna figure out a way to save that somehow. Mom said, "Who did the Eagles take?" That's my bad. Let me see who they took. Oh yeah, they took Malachi Starks, just like we were talking about right now. That's so funny. Hold on 1 second. I'll show you, Moms. So yeah, they took Malachi Starks out of Georgia, which makes perfect sense for their draft strategy as of late, for sure. Adding another Georgia Bulldog. So, so that's what's up. All right, cool. So we rocked it out. We did our mock draft. We talked NBA playoffs. We had a few other categories that are not pressing, though. We can talk about them, but definitely we're keeping an eye on NHL playoffs and also baseball season as well. So that's what's up. Next week we'll be back, and we're inching ever closer to episode 300. We still got to figure out the details for that because this is 295, so we're only 5 weeks away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
300 weeks in a row. That's so crazy. And then later on this year, when we kick off the NFL season, it's going to be our 6-year anniversary of doing the show. It's so crazy how fast time flies. But that's what they say when you're having fun, right? So
absolutely.
We just appreciate all y'all. And again, we will see you next week. But for now, it's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy.
Boy Marcus. Peace out, man.
Peace.